y'all, and welcome to the last vlog for Arbitrary August 2019. So it is August the 30th, Friday, 7:42 in the morning. I'm awake before I have to go to class. Had a few minutes, thought I would get this vlog started and maybe get a few stitches in before I have to leave. So, I left you all in the last vlog working on painted wings, and I hadn't gotten to the goal that I wanted before I moved the Q-snap, but I did. Eventually I did. And I'm not going to go get the fabric. I posted it on Instagram. I'll maybe even pop in a picture here of where I'm at on painted wings. It's definitely going to be finished this year, and I'm super excited about it. So I worked on that yesterday, which was the 29th. I didn't do a vlog clip because I finished working on painted wings, and then I thought I was gonna stitch on the project I'm about to show you. That's gonna be my focus, but I didn't. I took it to my boyfriend's apartment last night to stitch during some football games, which we ended up not even watching. And then realized, because the night before I'd taken it over there and realized, dude, you don't even have a needle, like you can't stitch. Well, I didn't realize at the time that I also didn't have any floss. So I brought the needles the next day, like I can do this, and then realized I didn't have any floss. How can you stitch without needle and thread, y'all? Like the first night I was tired, and the next day I think I was tired and or rushing. I don't know, but whatever. So I didn't get to work on it yesterday, so I'm picking it up now. Let's see, is there anything else? So I think this is going to be my focus project today and tomorrow, maybe part of Sunday, not quite sure. Sunday is back to Hogwarts Day. It's the day that in the Harry Potter series, students go back to Hogwarts for a new school year. So I'm gonna work on Hogwarts Castle on Sunday because it didn't really get its second rotation, and I'm determined. Well, I guess it won't be another page finish for August. It'll be September, but whatever. I just want that page finish. Um, yeah, so let me show you what I'm going to be working on for the next couple days, kind of what the main project of this rotation is. And this is the one that you guys haven't seen. I think I talked about this in the last vlog. This is the one that, out of all the updating and everything, I just completely forgot to update you on. So I'll pop in a picture here of what the project is going to end up looking like. I call it Caterpillar and Alice. It's from Little Stitch Girl on Etsy, and she actually has a set of four for like in this style for Alice in Wonderland, but this was my favorite. Um, I I mean the other three were great. They looked really awesome, but they just weren't necessarily calling out to me. Um, the only one I can even think of right now is Alice holding a flamingo, which I don't know. I might go back and stitch that one eventually, but regardless, so that's the pattern I am stitching. It's when Alice meets the caterpillar in Wonderland, and he's sitting on the mushroom smoking hookah. So this is where I am. I need to, oh, and I'm keeping this in the Alice in Wonderland sleeve that we got in the Wonderland box from Love You More Studio. And I love this fabric so much. Love it. So, here is where I am so far. There are only 3 colors um, in this pattern, and the pattern is written for grays, which I was gonna do, and then I said no, I'm gonna do blues because I think that would be pretty cool. Because Alice in Wonderland, and you can't tell I don't think you can see it. Maybe a little right there. You can see it. I can see it in the screen, but I don't know if you all will be able to tell. You can kind of see like this is a lighter spot and this is a bit of a darker spot, like the little modeling that happened with the dye on this fabric. And it has like a yellowish, blondish kind of tint to it. So I thought this would be perfect. Let me do blues because Alice wears a blue dress and she has blonde hair. So I am doing that. Plus, I think I'm not sure that I thought the grays would look good on this fabric. So I did change it to blue for that reason as well, I think. The fabric, since I'm talking about it, is 32 count vintage Sahara. It's linen, of course. And I'm really excited about it. So you can see I've started working with this darkest color so we can see the caterpillar, and I'm really excited about that. So I'm coming in, I'm not sure if I'm going to start right here or if I'm going to start over here. And I don't know if you guys can tell. I think you can see it. I had to rip out a good little bit the last time that I touched this because I counted something wrong. So I ripped it all out right then and didn't let myself wait, and then I just never got back to it. I sat it down after that. But I have been itching when I start thinking about what projects do I want to work on. This one has really been popping in my head because I just love it. So I'm really excited to get back stitching on it, which I need to hurry up and get off of here so I can have some time to. Uh, Needle minders. Oh my gosh, they're both from Stitch and Button. They are. Okay, they're both from Vicky at Stitch and Button. And she sells on both her Instagram page and her Etsy page. So hopefully I will have popped something on the screen by now, maybe. Um, but I'll also make sure that I put them in the show notes. And hopefully I just heard myself say that as I was editing. So this is the newest one. It's Tom and Jerry, the like logo scene from the theme song. And then our theme song, I don't know, title screen. You guys know what I'm talking about. Um, and then the other one is a little book. So you can see it's a book there. Magical Creatures Volume 1, which I thought was appropriate. That's the one that was actually on this project. I had to bring this needle minder when I brought the needles that I needed. But yeah, so excited. So I am going to jump off of here and see if I can get a little bit of stitching done. And then I have an hour in between both of my classes, so I'll probably go somewhere and stitch then as well. And then after my second class, I'm done for the day. So I might get some more stitching done today, hopefully, but I really need to clean up. I'm sitting in my bed right now and I have it all strategically moved away from the giant mess on my bed right now. Yeah, anyway, now I'm just rambling. So I am gonna get to stitching. I'll see y'all soon. Happy Saturday, y'all. As you can tell, well, okay, I go to Alabama, so I have plenty of Alabama t-shirts. I'm always wearing them, but it's Saturday, so football, basically. And the beeping is the smoke alarm. I don't know what they've been doing all week, but they haven't come to stop the beeping, so bear with me. Yeah, it's annoying for me too. Alright, I just need to show y'all where I got to yesterday with Caterpillar and Alice, and I actually got a good bit, something else. Okay, there we go. I actually got a good bit worked on because I rushed and went to class yesterday, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be late, and all of that, trying to get there within a few minutes after class started. And yeah, we didn't have my 9 o'clock class, so that was annoying. So I didn't want to come all the way back home because by the time I would have gotten to my car, gotten back to my apartment, it would have been time to literally just turn around and go back. So I just sat down and worked on this for a couple hours, which was really great. I basically still got to start off my morning stitching because I didn't get that much done while I was here after I filmed that last clip. So I worked on all of this, really. And it's looking really good. I'm so excited about it. You'll notice that there's a new frog part right up here. And that's actually, I looked at the picture. When you look at it, the darkest color there is the hookah. I can't think of the word. I can't think of the word. Anyway, the thing that connect, you guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I can't. The part that connects from the actual hookah to, yeah, anyway. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you just, yeah. Words. But anyway, so I had to frog that out. Remember the last bit that I had frogged that I pointed out to you all? When I frogged that, I thought that that piece up there, like, oh, that's correct. And then I was working and it wasn't lining up correctly. And I looked at the back of my work and I realized I had started down here next. Like, I worked off of what was wrong and then I went up that direction. And I thought I had somehow done it the other way. I don't know why I thought that. So all of that was also wrong from the last part. So it kind of sucked because that was kind of one of the first things I did. But I didn't feel too bad because it's not like I'd messed up something then. I should have taken that out before and I just didn't. But yay, starting to really kind of outline everything that's happening around the caterpillar. And I'm really loving this. It's going to be great. Yeah, so that's where I got to. I am about to go back to watching football and work on this because the way that I was taught to watch football, basically, the way my mom does it, you wake up early, you watch the pregame stuff, and then we watch, because, I mean, obviously we're Alabama fans, but we watch all of the SEC, or as much of them as we can, plus, like, the other teams from conferences that are, really good. We watch those too if the games are good, so that's why you can't talk to us on football Saturdays, because it's an all-day event. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get back to the football zone. I have to cook lunch in a little bit, so I'm going to try to get some stitching done. And I will be back hopefully tonight. Hopefully, I actually come back tonight and show you guys where I got to. I'm not sure how much I'm going to work on Caterpillar and Alice tomorrow, which is September the 1st. That'll be the last day for this vlog. Because tomorrow is back to Hogwarts Day, Return to Hogwarts Day. I'm not really sure which one is the correct. Anyway, same thing. It's September the 1st, and the books is the day that the students go back to Hogwarts. So, yeah, I'm going to work on Hogwarts Castle, if you didn't guess that. But anyway, okay, the beeping is annoying, and I'm sure it is for y'all as well. So I'm going to go ahead and end this clip, and I will be back later today. Hey peeps. So it's Sunday morning, which means it is September the 1st. Oh my goodness, are we already in September? I should have changed. I put this shirt on and then went to brush my teeth and got toothpaste on it. So that's great. And I just don't care enough to change shirts. So let me show you guys where I got on Caterpillar and Alice. I got some really good progress yesterday. So I finished up all of this, came down here, and then I had a little bit of this to finish down here in this section. So I did that. And then I started in with this lightest color, and it actually was a different DMC before. I won't bother telling you the colors that I changed and stuff because it doesn't matter. But I already had the 3 colors picked out that I was going to use, and then when I started the lightest color, I didn't like it that much. So I spent a few minutes figuring out which blues I was going to do, and I changed both the medium, which is not on here, the medium blue, and the light blue. Obviously, the darkest blue is not getting changed because I'm not starting this over. So yeah, that happened, but I think it's going to be okay. I think after I finish out this strand of the light blue that's attached here, I think I'm going to start in with some of the medium blue just to get it on there and see how I like it. But yeah, so it's going really well, and I think it was Kim Hollenbeck that I saw like explain this. I think it was her on one of her videos recently. But and I think she got it from somewhere else, but you know how that works. So when you're coming up to your Q snap or to your grime guard and you are trying to like push it out of the way so you can get to stuff, you take it off of that corner and twist it just once. Um, so here, I'll try to hold it where you can actually see it. So this is the grime guard after I've just taken it off. And then you just twist it around and then pop it back on there. And then it moves the fabric out of the way. Is that not brilliant? Yeah. So I remembered that last night when I couldn't get to where I needed to be on the fabric. And I was like, oh my gosh, let's try it. And it worked beautifully. So I'm enjoying it. Enjoying the project, of course. So, a few things, of course, happening because it's a new month, and that new month just happens for Magical Stitches to be the start of a new book. So, today, we're doing a pop-up event in Magical Stitches because the homework usually starts on Monday. Sorry, the weekly homeworks usually start on Monday. So we're doing a one-day pop-up event today, and you have to work on something dealing with it being new. So a new page, a new section in a sal, um, your newest whip, or you can even have a new start. So because I have already finished my to-do list and Alice's Mad Plant, this is back to being my newest whip. So I'm working on this for the pop-up event, and then I am also working on this for Semi-Sane Stitchers Dodgeball. So Semi-Sane Stitchers is another Facebook group, yet another Facebook group, that does challenges. I'll make sure they're linked in the show notes, which there is a link to in the description box. But yeah, so I'm doing it. This is I think they did it last year. I don't know if last year was their first time hosting the event, but this will be my first time participating. And essentially, you have to do 300 stitches to earn a ball. And then you throw the ball at somebody on the other team, and the teams are green and purple, and I'm on the green team. And then if you are the person or a person that gets hit, that gets a ball thrown at them, you have a certain amount of time to stitch 100 stitches to dodge the ball. And you can have multiple thrown at, we're just gonna skip that word. You can have multiple thrown at you at once, so like it can build up pretty quick. Yeah, so I am working on earning some balls, lol, to throw, and the admin are gonna check in every day and kind of keep an eye on things. So I'm gonna be working today on this. I don't even know if I said what time it was, but it's almost 10 in the morning, so I've got basically all day because I woke up pretty early. Oh, I just love looking at this, y'all. I'm really excited about it. I really like this blue. I'm glad I changed it. It has more of a bluish tone. The other one that I had chosen was just more of a pale blue, this lightest color. This one just has more of just the tiniest bit more hint of blue in it, and I think that looks better. Okay, I think that's all I need to say right now. Oh, at some point today, I will be coming back to um, talk about Hogwarts Castle, I think, maybe. I was supposed to work on it today because today is Return to Hogwarts Day, and I still might. Um, After I turn in the stitches that I do on this today to earn the balls for Dodgeball, I might switch to Hogwarts Castle and start working on that for tomorrow. Like for tomorrow's Dodgeball stitches, I mean. So, okay. I think that's, oh my gosh, I keep saying that, but it's not, y'all, it's not. So, oh, okay, so I did finish 2 extra credits on this. I finished, I'm just gonna keep holding it up, I guess. I finished the yearly extra credit, 7 secret passages to Hogsmeade, because Alice gets to Wonderland through the rabbit hole, which is pretty secret, I'm sure. And then I also finished, well, then I finished the 200 bonus stitches that I did on it for homework last week for Magical Stitches. And then I realized that I could probably use it for the monthly extra credit of a portrait, since the caterpillar was like the main focus of the piece. And if it doesn't work and I don't get points for it, that'll be fine. Because I hadn't had it done anyway. Butterfly effect was supposed to be used for that one, so I won't be mad if I don't get those points. So I finished a good few things yesterday. And then yesterday I did 663 stitches, and Friday I did 326, because I don't think I told you all. Okay, now that really is it. I've already got next week, or this week really, prepped in my journal for September. So I've got semi-sane stitchers with dodgeball right here. I'm going to keep up with the stitches every day, and if I get a ball thrown at me, all of that. And then this is homework this week for Magical Stitches. I'm not going to talk about it in this video because, yeah, it doesn't even start until tomorrow, so it won't matter. But yeah, oh gosh, I need to find somewhere to put these stickers. Yeah, but I've already got it all planned out, and I already did the month with the numbers and everything, so we are ready to go for September. How are we already in September? Anyway, so I will check back in with y'all, I don't know, sometime later today. Like I said, I may be back at some point to switch projects and show you guys where I'm starting with Hogwarts Castle. So until then. Okay, so I am back. Um, it's right at 2 a.m. on September the 2nd. So a little later than I wanted to come back, but whatever. Um, the biggest thing is that I did not touch Hogwarts Castle today. I was very slow on stitching on Caterpillar and Alice, but that's fine. I still got some good stitches done today, and I don't want to push myself too much to where my mojo goes away right now, especially since I'm not really feeling like knitting. I don't know what craft I'm gonna do if I'm not stitching, so let's put that over there. So this is where I got to on this project. I am in love with it, y'all. It's starting to look really good. So you can see that I started in, like I said, with the medium blue, just to make sure that I liked all three of them together, and I love them. I'm still really, really glad that that I looked at the threads, the lightest blue and the medium blue. I'm glad I changed those out because I'm in love with it. So, Mr. Caterpillar is mostly done. I am working down here. I think that's the mushroom. I think, I'm pretty sure. Um, but yeah, so now I am working on this for Magical Stitches homework. So Sunday, the 1st, I was stitching on it for both the Dodgeball and Semi-Sane and for the Magical Stitches pop-up event. For the pop-up event, I got 703 stitches, so that's 7 points. Feeling pretty good about that. And then with Dodgeball, that earned 2 balls for me to throw at the purple team, and I've already thrown them. We're doing some strategizing in our green team chat, so I went ahead and threw both of those earlier, so now I'm stitching again to earn, more balls to throw. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what I've been doing today. I've just been working on this project. I have planned out Magical Stitches homework for this week, so I'm only going to talk about the one that I'm using Caterpillar and Alice for. And so we're starting year 6, so this is the week 1 homework. The prompt that I'm using Caterpillar and Alice for is a spell out kind of challenge. It's one of the ones where they give us a word. This time it happens to be Dursley. And you get to choose entirely. So you can either do the chart. The chart name starts with the letter in Dursley, or the designer. So I did the designer because Caterpillar is by Little Stitch Girl, and there's an L in Dursley. So I have to do 300 stitches for that, and my the stitch counts and everything, they're different because I'm counting both for dodgeball and for homework right now. So they're not like starting at the exact same number on my counter, so I'm just having to remember which one I'm working on. Yeah, so I'm trying to decide right now whether I want to do like 200 extra stitches to be able to earn a second ball. And I'm not going to explain the way my numbers are working, but I will say I'm just trying to decide between doing an extra 200 to earn another ball before I sit this project down, or if I'm going to just earn the 1 ball off of this project and then have kind of like that empty 100 stitches that's not counting for dodgeball, because I'll need that last 100 to finish homework. So yeah, I haven't decided yet. When I get to that point, I'll just see how I feel about the project. And like I said, I'm not going to talk about the other 2 parts to homework. Not right now. I'll talk about it later in the week, hopefully. Oh, and then I wanted to talk about stitch counts. So, like I said, Sunday, September the 1st, it was 703 stitches. So here is the front page of my journal where I am keeping track of my stitch counts for every day. So you'll see that I stitched every day in August, which is really awesome. And then down here at the bottom, I am doing some statistics. So I have total and average. And I just went ahead and did that after I figured out the stitches for the 31st. So in August, I did 20,394 stitches. So I'm pretty excited about that. That's pretty awesome. And then that puts the average for the month at 658 stitches every day. So I'm really excited. So like I said, I didn't work on Hogwarts Castle today for Back to Hogwarts Day, but I'm okay with that. I need, I think I'm gonna work on Hogwarts. I was supposed to work on Thanksgiving this week, as kind of a full coverage rotation. I'm trying to do kind of semi-rotations every month. I'm only planning out 2 weeks rather than all 4 weeks of the month. But the first week is supposed to be full coverage, and I think that I had Thanksgiving marked, but I think I'm going to work on Hogwarts Castle instead because I'm really close to a page finish, and I think I could probably maybe get another page finished. Maybe this week, but definitely within the month. So, yeah, I will be picking that up after I finish homework this week because that doesn't work. Well, actually, no. Anyway, I'm just going to stick to what I have already planned for homework, and neither of the other two projects are Hogwarts Castle, so I'll probably pick that up after I finish homework this week. But anyway, that will do it for this very last, very last Arbitrary August vlog for 2019. So thank you to everyone that watches and likes and comments and chats with me everywhere. I really appreciate it. And I'm gonna get off of here. I'm on virtual stitchers right now, so I'm gonna turn my audio back to that and all that jazz and chat with them. So until I see you next, which we won't even go there, I have plans though, so y'all be on the lookout. Until I see you guys again, happy stitching, y'all.